What's the most common event that happens in a game of Rocket League? A goal? No, that can't be it. I suck too much to score goals. Aerials? Yeah, that could be, but the answer I'm looking for covers all the ranks. 50-50s? That's probably as close as you're gonna get. Today's video will be covering the topic of kickoffs. Kickoffs in Rocket League are often misunderstood. There are many different ways a player can control a kickoff, and no, before you say it, kickoffs are not luck-based. Over the years, players have found all sorts of variations of the kickoff that can be used in different situations that result in different outcomes. And I'm going to do my best to explain them to you in this video. Okay, so the layout of this video is I'm going to talk about all of the well-known kickoff styles and what their strengths and weaknesses are in game. Alright, let's go. This one is fairly simple and is seen most commonly in around the bronze to gold ranks. This kickoff is simply using your boost to drive directly at the ball and flipping into it once you've reached the ball. Sounds fairly simple, right? Seeing as both players that go for a kickoff start from the same point and with the same amount of boost, this is a completely fair 50-50. The result of the 50-50 comes down to wherever each player makes contact with the ball. A top tip for kickoffs in general, and this carries over to other methods too, is to try and always flip into the ball right in the center. And when I say center, I don't just mean horizontally center. I mean center. This way you can be sure to get the best possible contact on the ball and you have the best possible chance to win said kickoff. This kickoff is the most commonly used kickoff in Rocket League. It consists of the player using a diagonal flip to get to the ball faster than just boosting along the ground. Getting to the ball faster often gives you the advantage in a kickoff as it gives you the chance to displace the ball before your opponent can. This makes it so that your opponent will likely not be able to hit the ball dead center and give them a disadvantage in the 50-50. When using the diagonal flip kickoff, it's important to make sure that you use your flip early enough that you can land and then use another flip to flip into the ball for the 50-50. Otherwise, you're probably going to lose this one every time. Now this one is a little trickier to explain, but think of it like catching a ball that's coming to you at high speed. So you go for the kickoff, like normal, but before you make contact with the ball, you slow down almost to a complete stop and wait for your opponent to hit the ball against you. This tactic makes it so that instead of going for a high speed 50-50 where the ball is likely to pinch up to the left or to the right or wherever, instead you sort of catch the ball coming straight off your opponent. Like I said before, it's like catching a tennis ball. You simply take all of the momentum out of the ball and the opponent that won't be expecting it will be midway through their flip and won't be able to do anything about it. Now before I get into this one, if you don't know what a speed flip is and you want to know how it works, I have a speed flip tutorial that I made not too long ago that goes over the mechanic and how to perform it. I'll leave a card on screen now and also the link for it will be in the description. Anyways, the speed flip kickoff is fairly simple to explain as well. You would use the speed flip to get to the ball faster than your opponent, therefore giving you the advantage in the 50-50. Or if your opponent is a lot slower than the speed flip, then you could end up cleanly hitting the ball away without them even touching it. I will admit that the speed flip is quite a hard mechanic to learn and is only really commonly used in the higher ranks. But trust me, if you can take the time to learn this one, it's definitely worth it. Okay, so this one only really has a use in the standard 3v3 and 2v2 playlists, as it doesn't really make sense to use in a 1v1 game, seeing as you would deliberately lose the kickoff in such a way that you guide the resulting 50-50 towards your teammate. In simpler terms, have you ever seen a video of pro players playing together and before a kickoff you hear one of them say, "Back right"? This is because they want the kickoff taker to know where they're going to be, and for the kickoff taker to try and angle the ball towards them from the kickoff. This is beneficial to use in team games as this would instantly give your team possession of the ball and potentially make a very quick impact on the game. How this is usually done is the player that wants to deliberately lose the kickoff would approach the ball at an angle that corresponds with where they want the ball to go. This next one, if done correctly, is beautiful to watch. It's almost like watching a well thought out set piece in a game of football. So as the name suggests, the kickoff taker will go for the ball, but at the last second they will swerve out the way of the ball's path and then proceed to grab boost and scale up the sidewall. Now that the ball is rolling towards the second teammate who would have waited on the goal line for the ball, would hit the ball into the air and towards the kickoff taker, who is now somewhere on the wall with full boost ready for an aerial. Whatever happens after this point is situational, but to get to this point is very clever, as you now have a good opportunity to score or start an aerial threat right from the word go. Okay, so that wraps up all of the well-known kickoff methods used in Rocket League. If you found this video helpful, make sure to leave a like down below, and also if you think I missed one, make sure to let me know down in the comments. Also, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to make sure that you don't miss out on any of my future content. But for this video, that's all I've got time for. So with that being said, my name is Oliver, that is OLVR, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.